Good day and welcome back to the Family Cyber Clinic. This week we're going to be discussing how to check if you have a virus or malware on your computer or laptop and what to do if this is confirmed to be the case. The clinic would want to highlight the following checks. Is your computer running slower than usual? Is your processor fan or your PSU fan working harder than it would normally do when you are really doing nothing major? Are you noticing odd things happening, like your mouse moving on its own without you touching it? Are you noticing ads popping up on your screen anytime you open an internet browser like Google Chrome or Safari? Are you seeing a lot of unknown programs, even toolbars, appearing in your Windows program list? If you're noticing at least 3 of these, it's safe to conclude that you have a virus or malware on your system. So let's discuss the crucial next steps. But before I do, I would like to ask you, if you're visiting this platform for the very first time, to consider supporting us by subscribing and clicking on the bell so that you'll be alerted when new content is uploaded every Monday morning. Okay? Thank you. The clinic will also want to define the following. What is a virus? What is malware? And what is antivirus or anti-malware software? We'll define those 3 before we go into the meaty part of our discussion today, okay? All right. So what's a computer or laptop virus? A computer or laptop virus is a malicious software program that's loaded onto a user's computer without the user's knowledge, and it performs malicious actions. It can self-replicate, inserting itself onto other programs or files, infecting them in the process. What is malware? Malware is code that can harm your computers and laptops and the data on them. Your devices can become infected by inadvertently downloading malware that's in an attachment linked to a dubious email or hidden on a USB drive, or even by simply visiting a dodgy website. Once they are on your computer or laptop, malware can steal your data, encrypt it so that you cannot access it, or even erase it completely. For this reason, it's important that you always use antivirus or anti-malware software and keep it up to date to protect your data and devices, okay? So what's antivirus or anti-malware software? These are simply programs designed to detect, quarantine, or remove viruses and other kinds of malicious software from your computer or laptop to prevent damage. Okay, so what are the crucial next steps now that you have concluded that you have a virus or malware on your system? The first, disconnect your system from the internet immediately. The primary reason the clinic recommends disconnecting your system from the internet is to prevent you from spreading the virus or malware to the people connected to you. The second, it also potentially disconnects a rogue who may be remotely connected to your system. And that's crucial. You break the link and the remote attacker can no longer harm you. So those are crucial reasons why we must disconnect the system from the internet immediately. Okay, so in this instance, if you did have antivirus or anti-malware software installed, it is clear that your computer or laptop does not have the latest virus signatures that would have prevented the infection in the first place. So you would need to update it. But to do so, you would need to be connected onto the internet. Of course, you can't do that because that's the first advice the clinic is giving you. So you would need to download whatever the clinic is going to recommend now onto a different system via USB drive and conclude the next steps. The clinic is going to focus on McAfee because that's what it's used and it's familiar with, but I'm aware that other vendors have options or alternatives. So if you're using McAfee, you'd need to download an application called Stinger, Stinger, and you need to download it onto a USB drive. Please click on the link in the description to get more information about Stinger. As I said, other vendors like Norton, Sophos, and Kaspersky have alternatives, okay? So once Stinger is downloaded, plug the USB drive into the supposedly affected computer or laptop, run it, and follow the on-screen directions or instructions, okay? So download it onto a USB drive, install it, and run it. Once you run it, it should clean your computer. It should clean your computer of the virus or malware installed. Now, once the system is clean, then you connect it back onto the internet, okay? So you only connect the system back onto the internet once it's clean. In some very rare circumstances or rare occasions, you may not clean the computer in this single step, and you will need to do some other steps, or you need to fulfill or carry out other steps to completely clean your computer. But you should not connect your system back onto the internet until your system is confirmed to be clean. If you have questions or comments, please use the comment section to put your questions through. Okay? And so once you have now confirmed that your system is clean, you can now reconnect it to the internet, go to the McAfee website and download the current or latest DAT files, DAT files, and SDAT file. There's always an SDAT file and DAT files. Together, you will need that to have full protection, but you must download the latest and install them accordingly. Once you have installed those, you'll find that you are fully protected. Yes, you have 0-day infections and you can't do anything about that. But if you set your system to auto update, then every time you're connected onto the internet, the application is constantly looking for new files to download and further protect your system. Okay? I hope that helps. It's crucial. It's quite technical, yes, I know, but it's crucial that these steps are followed. All right? So what antivirus products should you use? I've already mentioned McAfee. That's what the clinic is used to using. There is Sophos, there is Norton, Symantec, there's Kaspersky. Whatever one that is out there, do your research. Remember, we've shared some videos on reviews that you need to do for vendors before you make those choices. If they're buggy, if there are problems with their service, those reviews will reveal it. Click on the video in the info card for more information. All right, so another question that we know that could be asked is, do you need protection on your smartphones or tablets? Because so far I've covered what you do on laptops and computers. The clinic will simply say no, you don't need antivirus for smartphones and tablets, but it's saying it based on you only downloading applications from the app stores for your Google phone or your Apple phone. And if you do that, the chances are that you will not need an antivirus or anti-malware program. But that said, the clinic is aware that there are antivirus and anti-malware solutions out there in the market, even on the App Store. The clinic does not have enough information about those solutions and how successful they are. So we can't make recommendations for antivirus or anti-malware solutions for smartphones and tablets. Do the one thing that I've mentioned, which is only download applications from the Google Store and the App Store. There's a phishing scam that was discovered in February, and it was entitled Safety Measures Against the Coronavirus COVID-19. In that attack, the crooks hijacked information from the World Health Organization's website related to this information, and they added a crucial step on their fake website that required that you enter the password and an email address, because the World Health Organization website will not do that or request that from its visitors, and that's usually a red flag to the trained eye, but from the clinic standpoint, the advice that we've always given against phishing, smishing and vishing is that we stay on the alert, and that we certainly should not click on links, suspicious links, or from information or attachments from unknown contacts. That has always been the clinic's advice. And so please do not be fooled by these scams. These scams are just out to take your information so that they can access your sensitive and financial data. So be safe, be on the alert, okay? The PowerPoint for this week: it is better to be wise than strong. Intelligence outranks muscle any day. I'm your host, Cyber Pastor Lawrence Eden. Until next week, God bless and goodbye.